are here. Crikey. There's Steve, what a legend. All right, we're now right here at the famous Australia Zoo Crocoseum. What happens here? Well, this is where we get to see the live crocodile show. Crocs rule, and if we're going to learn about crocs, I don't think there's any better place than right here at a place like Australia Zoo. Let's go and learn about some crocs. Chicken. Be a puppy. Big skate monster. And a tea kettle. You a good boy? Here's a good boy. Australia Zoo is absolutely massive. It's obviously well known for its crocodiles. It's got some great Australian animals, kangaroos, wallabies, quokkas, the smiley little animals. We're going to find some elephants, the big animals, some red pandas, maybe even some tigers. Let's see what else we can find. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Stay keen. Now, just before we get started on today's episode, kids, let me just remind you about our merch items available on our website, like our mini Aussie hat made just for kids' heads. One of my favourites, Aussie socks, with a nice little message reminding you to always stay keen. You can get yourself a sweatband, just like Aussie's, but even cooler, with Aussie's logo. Or a mini replica Aussie tee made just for you kids. Or, brand new to our website, is our personalised video message made just for you from Aussie. Right now available on our website, aussieforkids.com.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie.
G'day kids, it's Aussie here today and I am super excited because we're right here at Australia Zoo, the most famous zoo in the whole world, made famous by the Irwin family. We're going to see lots of animals today, but I'm going to keep an eye out for those big chomping crocs. Let's get inside, kids. It's going to be fun. Crikey, isn't she a beauty? Kids, how good is this beautiful, beautiful enclosure? It is home to the Irwin's turtle. So why is it called the Irwin's turtle? Well, because Steve Irwin actually discovered this species himself back in the 1990s. They grow up to about 40 to 50 centimetres. So let's keep our eyes peeled and see if we can spot one or two. Actually go and see the animals up close and personal. There's a snake in her pocket. There is actually a snake in her pocket.
There sure is. Would you like to say hello?
I would love to. What do we got here?
This is Bronx. Bronx is a black-headed python.
Hello, Bronx.
So one of our native species of snakes that we have here in Australia. He is a little bit of an old fella, so
Yeah.
he's almost about 20 years old.
20 years old?
Yeah, so
Sounds young to me. So am I safe standing this close?
Absolutely.
To a
yes.
python?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So we are way too big for him to consider as food.
Oh, that's good.
These guys are eating rats that are about that big, so not
Okay.
very big.
All right. I'm not a rat, so
no.
you don't need to eat me. We can be friends.
Absolutely. You're welcome to give them a pat if you like.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, and these guys are also, they're non-venomous constrictors, so you're completely safe here. But yeah, these guys are super cool. They actually are reptile eaters, so
Right.
they can eat things like your taipans, your red belly blacks, your brown snakes.
Okay.
They're immune to that venom.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun facts.
I'm loaded with them. I've got heaps.
Absolutely sensational.
It's a
Well,
pretty
thank you
good
so
one.
much for
No
sharing that
worries.
knowledge. Nice to meet you, Bronxy.
He says no worries at all.
Oh, g'day, mate. How are you?
Too bad.
What have we got here?
This is Oka.
Oka.
So Oka is one of our beautiful soft crested cockatoos.
Okay.
You want to guess how old he is?
Oh, maybe 2 or 3 years old.
2 or 3 years old. He's actually 54.
54, mate.
Yeah.
What moisturiser do you use?
That's right. It's just pure dirt. This boy loves pure dirt.
Oh, right. I might
Yeah.
try that myself.
Yeah, you can give it a crack.
Amazing.
So Oka here, he'll actually get between 80 to 100 years old.
Wow.
So very, very long-lived bird, these ones. He's like to do a few cool things. So there's a few cool behaviours we've actually trying to do to imitate chicken. Can be a puppy. Big skate monster. And a tea kettle. You a good boy? He's a good boy.
Oh, wow. The tea kettle is definitely one of my favourites.
See, mine's the chicken. I just love the chicken.
The chicken's quite funny.
So these guys are your very common backyard birds. So you'll see these guys absolutely everywhere across Australia. Really cool fact, they actually weren't native to the western parts of Australia originally.
Okay.
They have made their way over and got a few escape pets as well to create their own little populations over there.
Wow.
Yeah, if you see these guys in the wild, you can definitely tell females and males apart.
Yeah, how do you do that?
If you look at his eyes, they're
Okay.
really dark and black.
Yep.
But the girls actually have like a deep red eye, so you can actually tell the difference.
Good
if
to
you get
know.
Close enough.
I hear that you used to know Steve Irwin. Can you tell me any stories about Steve?
No, he's sworn to secrecy, unfortunately.
Ah, all right. Okay, really nice to meet you, mate.
What do you say? Can we say bye-bye?
Bye-bye. Have fun. Right, kids, this might look like it's a big crocodile and you might think that they don't grow this big, but this is actually based on the real size, the real dimensions of what crocodiles can grow to. It's absolutely massive. Now, if a croc was this big, it would weigh approximately 2.5 tons. And I'd be nowhere near it because I'd be just a snack for that. So there's our mate Steve Irwin back in the day, and Terry Irwin. And look, Steve didn't just wrestle crocs. He looked after all of the enclosure, got his lawnmower there. Everyone loves lawnmowers, don't they, kids? But Steve actually built this place, everything in it, with his own hands. So all of the habitats and enclosures, obviously he mowed the lawn, he fed the crocs, cared for them, looked after them. But we're here right now to try and find Agro, one of the oldest and original crocs. So Agro is up to 4.5 meters long. He was rescued, there you go, in 1988 by Steve Irwin himself. And Agro is still here today at Australia Zoo. The hardest thing is finding him. So this is Agro's habitat, and this basically replicates what the croc would be living in the wild. You can see the water there is super still, super calm. Agro could be under there. Who knows, I'm not sure. So you can see that boat over there. That is the actual boat that Steve Irwin used to use in his annual research trips when they go out and catch and rescue crocs. Him and Bindi Irwin used to ride in that together, and the family. All right, now we just need to keep our eyes peeled for Agro. right, so this right here is the original grandstand that people would sit in while Steve Irwin himself and Terry and the team would be in there running the Croc show with Agro.
Hello, Agro, how are you, mate? He's a good boy.
The big monster that lives here at Australia Zoo, the original croc that we still haven't been able to find, but I know that he's in there somewhere. And he's also joined by another croc called Cookie, a much smaller croc. But we need to try and find where they're hiding. But you can just imagine Steve doing his thing in there, feeding the crocs, explaining to everybody how important keeping them safe are and rehoming them if they're in trouble or injured. I think I just found Cookie. I think that's Cookie over there in the water. Oh, I found Agro. Look at the size of Agro. He is an absolute beast. So I'm not actually sure how old Agro is, but I know that Agro's been around since the time that Steve Irwin was here. So a long, long time ago, he was one of the originals and he's still kicking back here, enjoying his time at Australia Zoo. Check out the size of him. He's a beast. So I can't believe we're standing right here next to Agro, one of the biggest, one of the most famous crocs in the whole world, featured in the Crocodile Hunter alongside Steve Irwin for many, many years. He's probably only a couple of meters away from me, 2 or 3 meters. I am very glad that there is a fence separating us because, you know, we might be mates from here, but I don't think I'd be mates if I was much closer on the other side of the fence. I could be lunch, not quite his mate. All right, we're now right here at the famous Australia Zoo Crocoseum. What happens here? Well, this is where we get to see the live crocodile show. Live crocodile feeding show. We'll see people in the enclosure with the crocodiles explaining how they work, all their different behaviours and how we can stay safe around them. But I reckon we'll see if we can spot some other animals in there too. This is going to be fun. Let's go.
Cheers, guys.
Alright kids, the first stop in the Africa part of Australia Zoo is these beautiful animals, giraffes. Now a couple of fun facts about giraffes as we get closer. The spots on the giraffe are completely unique to every single giraffe. No giraffe has the same spots. They're just like a fingerprint, like a human's fingerprint. Baby giraffes, they're about 2 meters tall. They can stand up with 10 minutes after they're born and they can run that same day. That's pretty advanced, I reckon. Now the best part about the giraffes at Australia Zoo is this guy on the left. His name is Forrest. So Forrest is the tallest recorded giraffe in the whole world, not just here at Australia Zoo. In the world, 5.7 meters tall. That's massive. There you go kids, we've found ourselves some zebras as well. They are such a beautiful looking animal. Did you know that they can stand and run in an hour after they're born? They also sleep standing up, which is pretty crazy, but you can often see them lying on the ground and rolling around in the dirt. That often helps with looking after their skin, making sure that it's not affected by insects and bugs. But the biggest question I want to know, and I don't think I've got the answer, are they black with white stripes or are they white with black stripes? Not sure. All right, nice to meet you guys. All right, kids, check out these big bad boys behind me. They are big, they are awesome looking, and their horn is definitely one of their highlights, one of their main features. Now, they might look big and scary, but I tell you what, they just like to nibble on grass. That's right, they're herbivores, they only eat grass. Now, you might see they're a little bit dirty. They do not like a shower, but they certainly do like a roll in the mud. So you can see in their habitat, they have mud pits, and they go and roll around in their mud, and they love that. Keeps them cool, protects them from the sun, makes them look pretty tough. Those horns on their head, I could almost have a horn because they're made out of the same thing that we have in our body. It's called keratin. That's what we have in our nails and our hair, and that is what those horns are made out of. That's pretty cool. Alright, so as we're still walking around the habitat of the African section, you can see that's absolutely massive, and that's because in Africa, where these animals are naturally found, they have a lot of space to roam around. So here at Australia Zoo, they want to replicate the homes, the original homes of the animals, so that they feel comfortable, they are healthy, and most of all, they're super happy. All right kids, fun fact time. What is a group of rhinos? It's called a crash. What is a group of zebras? It's called a zeal or a dazzle. And guess what a group of giraffes is called? A tower. Makes sense to me. So I found ourselves some meerkats. They are the cutest little animals. Meerkats live in groups of up to 10 to 30. They're called gangs or clans. This guy up the top here, he's got a very special job. He's called a sentry and he's on lookout. So he stands up there and he's just gone, but he'll stand up there and look out for any predators. But how they escape from predators, these guys are super diggers. So they'll dig in the ground and that's where they live. They've got lots of tunnels, rooms. It's like an underground community. They live under there together, look after each other's babies, and I'll tell you what, they're super, super cute. right, let's go and meet some Aussie animals, kangaroos and wallabies. I've got a snack here. No, it's not for me. It's a raw food. We're gonna go and hand feed some kangaroos. All right, just need to find some roos. Found myself a roo. Let's see if it's a hungry roo. G'day mate, how's it going? You hungry? Oh, it's just nibbling out of my hand. Oh, is that good, Tucker? Yum, yum. So we've got some corn kernels here and just some pellets made up of grass. So this is an eastern grey kangaroo found along the eastern coast of Australia. He's so beautiful. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you, Skip? So these beautiful kangaroos are super soft to touch. They're an icon of Australia. We recognise all around the world that they're from here in Australia. And right here at Australia Zoo, we get to hand feed them. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Very good. Having a good little munch. So this little eastern grey, bit of a smaller one, but some of these can grow pretty big. They've got super strong legs. You can see the back legs there. And with those, you might have seen some footage of them hopping. They can hop up to 3 meters in the air and up to 9 meters long with a single hop. And they do that time and time again, boing, 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 and that's how they get around. You can see that super strong tail behind them. They can use that as like a third leg and they can sit right up on the back of that. 2 big legs there, third leg at the back essentially with that tail, and they can use the 2 front paws to defend themselves if they need. You also see underneath the paws they have a pouch. The females have a pouch. So when the baby joeys are born, they'll live in that pouch. They'll feed off the mother until they're old enough and ready enough to support themselves and hop along, probably not at 3 and 9 meters length when they're little, but they'll hop along until they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Beautiful. Check out some wombats. Look at this guy. They're such big, chunky animals. I love them. G'day, buddy. These are very cool animals, and the most interesting and fun fact I have is that wombats don't have round poo. No, they have square poo. And you know why? No, not because they have square bottoms. It's because the square poo doesn't roll down the hill and it sticks around on the hill, and they use it to mark their territory. Say, this is my area. Always a favourite area of mine at any zoo is the koala exhibit, and you can see these guys are just doing what they do best, sleeping away. They sleep up to about 20 hours a day. They eat a lot of leaves, but only eucalyptus leaves. Very, very fussy. But a little fun fact, koalas have 5 fingers, but 2 thumbs on each hand. Pretty cool. And if you check out these guys in the background, that's koala daycare. So that's a koala mum looking after 2 little koalas there. Very, very cute indeed. There you go, kids. What an incredible day exploring Australia Zoo, learning about so many different animals, seeing so many cool things, and of course, a massive thanks to the Irwin family, because without them, this place wouldn't exist, and their efforts are incredible for making sure that our animals out there are healthy and happy, and we know how to look after them. Kids, I hope you've loved exploring Australia Zoo. We'll see you on another brand new episode of Aussie this weekend. Until then, stay keen. If you haven't already, make sure you get a grown-up to help you hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on any of the new and exciting videos that we put out. Speaking of new and exciting, if there's a video that you'd love to see Aussie do, make sure you send us a message on our socials, on Facebook or Instagram at Aussie for Kids. We'll see you again soon, kids. And until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right. Stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of